Hi there, this is Leah from Mommyish, and I have a quick tutorial slash troubleshoot for the chipboard actions. Now, what we're finding in some versions of PSE is that for some reason, when the action runs, it is calling for the styles, and even though you've loaded the styles that go hand in hand with this action, it's saying like they don't exist, but they do exist, so don't worry. You still have all the tools to make this happen. Also, some errors you're getting are about rasterization, which again, I cannot figure out why it's doing that since this action actually doesn't call for a layer to be rasterized. I'm still working out the kinks in that, and hopefully one day Photoshop and Adobe will be kind enough to have these programs work well with one another. So I'm going to go ahead and just open a document and show you how you can make this work if you are having issues. So here I have this Happy Memorial Day sticker. This is from the I've Got a Plan May kit. Now what I've done in advance is I went here to Effects and I loaded the actions, the 4 actions, and then I went to Styles and also loaded the styles directly through this interface here. So I didn't go through the back way, I did it right here inside the program. So first up, I have my layer selected, and this may work for me, so don't be like, oh my gosh, it's working for her in PSE. This is PSE 14, so I don't know if it's just some of the earlier versions, but I'm going to show you how to make it work regardless. So here's my layer, and I'm going to go ahead and choose the 45-degree thin and just double click, and it's going to run through real quick. All right, now here it is, our first error. It says here the style chipboard action part 1 style is not currently available. Just hit continue. And again, it'll say, hey, the action part 2 style isn't available. Again, just hit continue. And eventually it's done, and you're probably like, what? So what you're going to do is here in this area, there's a more box. We want to look at the history. All right. So we have the history here, and we're going to go back to where it says move, just to that point. All right. Just there. Now we're going to click on our layers tab here, and you'll see that we have 2 layers. We have the base layer and then this layer that is clipped to it. Now the top layer is the one that is going to have a bevel on it. The bottom layer, you are going to apply a the chipboard actual texture style to it. Now where are those at? Good question. They're here under styles. Here we see them, chipboard styles, there they are. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on that. Don't worry, it's only because this is clipped to that layer that it's doing that. So don't fret too much. You're just going to go ahead to this layer here, right click and choose simplify layer. And see our top layer, he looks normal again. Now we're going to select the top layer, go back to effects, and here you can choose either the small bevel or the larger bevel. Totally up to you. So I'm going to do the smaller one, double click. And it's done. So then, now that that's done, and again, this layer above is clipped to it, so I believe that's Control G. I'm just going to merge visible, and it's totally ready to use. So that's it. Again, I've had some times where it works just fine, and I've had other times where it doesn't work just fine. Also, if you're noticing that there's a white background for some reason, what you need to do is go to File, New, Blank File, okay? And from here, you're just going to create a faux document, and you're going to make sure that it says background contents are at transparent and not white. It will take, the action just takes what your default is for creating a new document. So what you do is you change this to transparent. That way when it runs it, it'll keep that transparent background. All right. So again, I hope this has been helpful, and that if you have any problems or anything, please feel free to email me, leah@mommyish.net, and to send me screenshots and just a little text about what's going on, and I will do all that I can to make sure this works properly for you while I try to figure out why it's not recognizing the name of the style. So Anyway, we'll get there. But again, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.